Okay, so we will be discussing these most commonly used modals, which I believe you should know the right usage of, so that if given a choice, you are not being you are not confused. Okay, so the first one is must. Must, as the word itself gives you an idea, must. It is a strong obligation or a certainty, something that you have to do, you cannot not do, is a must. Okay, so for example, you must have your medicines. I'm ill, I need to have my medicines, right? I must have my medicines. It's like a very it's essential. Are you getting the logic here? So that's must for you. Now, sometimes we also use must to express a certainty. Like, for example, Anne must be very hungry, or Vanya must be very hungry, like, her mother said. So, why, why would she say so? Like, she knows her daughter, right? She has seen her, like, she has not eaten anything all day, or maybe she had a long day at school, or, so she must be very hungry. So, here, mother is sure. She's showing certainty that yes, this is how it is happening. So she's absolutely sure about it. On the other hand, when we say must not, we talk about prohibition, something that you should not do. That would be must not. For example, we must not hurt animals. Are you able to understand? Do you know now? Can you differentiate between must and must not? I mean, that's very easy, but do you understand where must should be used?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is where things start getting confusing, but I'm sure uh, with my class for you, you would be able to make clear difference between the things. Now, for example, the next word is can. Now, can is basically used in three cases. It's ability, permission, and possibility. Now, can expresses the ability. Tammy can sing well. Okay. Here, can expresses the ability. Arnav can lift heavy weights. Senthimil can clear IEO level 1. I am expressing ability here. Are you getting the logic here? I'm talking about ability. What someone or something can or cannot do is about the ability, right? So when you are talking about ability, we use the word can. Okay. Now, the second is we sometimes use, now this is very informal. Remember it, okay? We sometimes use can for permission as well. But I would like to ignore this right now. Do not do it. Okay. I would come back to this in a minute's time. Like I said, this would be what? Informal. Okay. Now, then we can use can for possibility. Like this can happen, that can happen. We've often used can there. So, can may be used for uh, expressing a certain possibility. For example, watching television can harm your eyesight. Again, can. It has the potential, right? Okay. But I'm not sure. It has a possibility. The possibility can be less, the possibility can be high, but it's just a possibility. Is that okay? Like, for example, they say playing with sharp uh, knives can hurt you, right? So you can get hurt if you play with a sharp knife. So what did I say? You can get. But in the movies, we have seen so many times there would be people who would be playing with knives. They would be toggling it in their hands and wiggling it around, and they wouldn't get hurt, right? And then there are professionals who wouldn't do it. And then, like, when we are chopping vegetables, you can get hurt when you're chopping vegetables with a sharp knife. But then, we have seen master chefs so many times, they would be chopping those vegetables so fast and they wouldn't get hurt, right? So can here talks about a possibility. It's not a surety. It's just a possibility. Then